Hi, I'm Jay, escobarj.com. This video is Breakup, How to Move On. Now, I've done one video on this topic, and it's extremely imperative and important that you watch this first video before watching this next one. You have to watch the first one. You have to do the things that I talk about in the first video before you can move on to the action steps and the things I'm about to share with you in the second video. So I'm going to link to the description of the first video. Check the description, hit show more, and check the link there, and you can go watch the first one. Now, if you have watched the first one, you know that we talked about feel it to heal it, and allowing yourself to be vulnerable to feel your and move through your emotions and hurt pain. Now, after that happens and you've fully given yourself proper time, you have to understand that it can take a while. It could take days, weeks, or months, or even years to fully get over somebody. You know, they say that it takes at least half the amount of, or it takes, I believe the saying is, it takes the same amount of months to get over somebody that it does that you dated them. So, or you were in a relationship with them. So if you were in a relationship with someone for 10 years, it would usually take around 10 months for you to fully get over somebody. And I would argue it probably takes longer than that to really fully, truly get over somebody, especially if you've been with them for a long period of time. However, after you have done the proper work on yourself and after you have gone through that period of acceptance, then you want to get busy. It's very crucial that you get busy and you start taking action. And after you go through step one, and after you're continuously allowing yourself to feel your pain and move through it in a healthy way, it's absolutely critical that you begin to take action on your purpose, your mission, your work, or just helping somebody else in general. Start driving to more places. Start going out and saying hello and meeting people anywhere you can. You know, begin to open yourself up to receive new experiences, opportunities, and allow yourself to meet new people in your life. As you go about your purpose, as you go about fulfilling your mission. And it's extremely important, though, that again, that you do the adequate work on yourself and give yourself the proper time before doing this step and to fully feel and go through your hurt emotions. And even if you're the one who dumped the other person, even if you're the one who wanted to walk away from the relationship, if you've had significant time with this person, you still are going to go through a period where you need to heal and feel and allow yourself to be vulnerable to those emotions, because it's just a matter of how human beings work. You know, when you're in a relationship with someone, you're with someone every single day for long periods of time. Even if you're the one who wants out of the relationship, I mean, that you gave that person a significant amount of your time, and that's the most valuable thing that you can give to somebody. So naturally, you're going to still have attachments. You're going to still have emotional strings, if you will. Now, what you want to avoid doing is you want to avoid spending excess time at home. You want to avoid spending excess time on the couch, in bed, watching TV, movies, Netflix, anything really that involves sitting and not moving, or not moving for long periods of time. Now, you could say, well, you know, you're sitting down when you're driving, but the physical act of driving in a vehicle, you're literally moving in space. You're sitting and you're not really moving as you're driving, of course, but you're in action. And the reason I say that you want to be in action, even though you're sitting there, is objects in motion tend to stay in motion, and objects at rest tend to stay at rest. And when you're in rest all the time, especially if you're, you know, even if you feel, you know, go through the proper healing process to allow yourself to feel pain, feel emotions, if you're just sitting around after that, not doing anything, those feelings are going to come back. You can very, very easily hit a negative spiral, and just all the work that you did may or may not just go to waste. So it's absolutely imperative that you just start taking action. Just start getting out of the house. Start going to the mall. Start going to get your hair done or go get a haircut. Start going for drives. Start going out and being in nature more. Start going to places where people go to congregate and just surround yourself and open yourself up to new experiences, new opportunities, new people in your life. And you'll see that you will spend less time thinking and focusing on your hurt feelings while they may still be there. And obviously what you're gonna be doing is continuously feeling your feelings to heal them, because it takes time. But I would encourage you that once you get to a place where you feel okay doing these things, you start taking action. You start going to places where people go to congregate, and as you're, at the same time, you're continuously healing your feelings, and just start opening yourself up to receiving new opportunities, new experiences, meeting new people, and just going to places. Start exercising, start going to the gym, start going to yoga class, go for runs, go for drives, go, to anywhere that you can just be in action or be surrounded with others. And you'll notice it's just a lot easier to start moving past those hurt feelings. And again, remember that saying, Murphy's law: objects in motion tend to stay in motion, objects at rest tend to stay at rest. And also remember that, again, I can't stress this enough, you have to do the necessary and proper work beforehand to truly allow yourself to acknowledge, feel, and admit to yourself, and admit to higher power. Because sometimes you don't have somebody there for you to admit your feelings. Maybe you don't have a therapist, maybe you can't afford a therapist. If you start talking to higher power, if you start talking to source energy, the universe, God, whoever it is, however you want to put it, and just start sharing your feelings with that higher energy and higher power, it's okay to be vulnerable and okay to be weak and hurt. And when you admit your feelings to higher energy or higher power, it allows you to move yourself through those hurt energies or those negative energies and release them from your body, brain, mind, spirit. And again, the second step will not work the right way if you haven't done the work in the first step. So do not skip it. If you do, if you just stuff your feelings down, you sweep them under the rug, or you just put them in the back of your mind, if you start getting busy, of course, you temporarily, you will maybe see some temporary release of your pain because you're not focusing on it. But as soon as you stop for a second, it'll come right back. And then on top of that, when you have that negative pent up energy in your body, in your mind, in your brain, in your spirit, you're going to start attracting more people like that, or you're going to start attracting more experiences or opportunities like those feelings that you have inside of your body. And because like attracts like, if you have that negative energy in you, it's just going to attract more negative. And you don't want that. So you have to go through the proper step to feel your emotions and meditate, pray, get quiet, start doing some declarations, admit to yourself that the situation sucks, right? Acknowledge the negative, just acknowledge the reality of the situation, move through those feelings. So these videos, they absolutely go in tandem with each other. You cannot do the second without doing the first, and make sure that you do not skip it. Once you do it, then just start taking action. Just start getting out of the house every day. Just don't allow yourself to just sit there, watch TV, and get into old habits, because I promise you, you're going to fall into a negative spiral, and it can get out of control. It just gets even more difficult, and it kind of negates the work that you've done putting into yourself to move past those hurt feelings. Because it takes time. It takes a long time to move past them, especially if you've been with someone for a long time. So if you'd like to get my help, the quickest way on this topic, the quickest way is to book a coaching session on my website at escobarj.com. You can also shoot me an email if you have a success story, how this helped you, or if you're just having a tough time, you can email me there as well. If you'd like to make a donation, any donation is appreciated. $1, $2, $5, $50, $20, $100, whatever it is you feel is equal to the value of the information in this video, or any of my other videos for that matter. And at the very least, if you know anybody who's going through a difficult time, or if you do me a favor and share this with any of your friends and family on any social media platform, that helps me get the word out, helps me get this out to more people, which means I can help more people. And that is my purpose, is to help as many people as I possibly can. So hope you're always learning, always growing, and always pushing forward. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.